What's up, YouTube? All right, Leo 1. I just want to say today was a good day. I would like to say this. I didn't seen like three good videos today. I done seen one by Harvey Superboy when he was talking about the 90, people talking about the 9/11, but they don't talk about the Hurricane Katrina. I done seen one today about Knowledge Speaks Truth about, stop kissing these white people asses. And I seen another video by Andrew Snupnup 7 today, the Uncle Tom's about, what about me sagging my pants, something like that. But I checked the whole concept out. But I want to say the first thing first, you know what I mean? Harvey Superboy, you hit it right on the goddamn nail. Because the thing is that they always want to talk about their history, about what they want to do. But when it comes to us, you know what I mean, it's just like, you just dirty laundry. So what they do is they ball your ass up and they just like put you on a corner, you know what I mean? And they talk about they'll deal with you later, but still and yet they don't want to talk about or deal with something that they put on the side of that corner right there. And what I want to say is that, it's the truth. I mean, we always supposed to sit there in a chair and look at this big ass screen about, what went on with their history, what went on with the people that they once denied, but they want to sit up there. Now they sit there and give them their privilege that they want to, accept them. That's the reason why certain races right now, especially people that was done wrong, that's the reason why they look at us the same way, because of shit like that. You know what I mean? So I would say this. Our black people in Louisiana, yes, they went through some post-traumatic shit right there. And it's just that they was out to be left for dead. And reason why I said this, I had a comment, an email, somebody had gave me a message and told me, if Hurricane Katrina was man-made, why don't you go ahead and explain it? I already seen to peep the whole thing out, because the thing is like this. If you in the levees, and if a levee breaks, you're not going to hear a loud explosion like this. You must remember, and when the levees broke, what Spike Lee did, George Bush and his team, whatever, they was warned that it was like a category, the highest category that ever's going to come through and sweep the New Orleans. They was told, they was warned. So it's not like, that, okay, let's get up off these chairs and let's go handle this business right there. They stood there. But you must remember that those agents out and whatever they was at when that tsunami hit right there, they had aid, they had food, they had medical, they had all that shit right there. But the thing is that when our people sit up there in New Orleans was like burning hot, sweat, no food, barely can get a goddamn thing of bottled water, and they was sitting in this dome that almost broke to pieces right there. It still wasn't no help right there. FEMA was procrastinating about the whole thing right there. So that told you right then and there that was almost close to an extension of black people, especially out of New Orleans right there. And so what they did was they went ahead and cleared the thing out. Before they did that, people, especially black people, was like looking for food, looking for shelter. And all of a sudden, they was turned away from stores, and they couldn't go do this and this and that because they was talking about they was looting. Some of them cooned around. Don't get me wrong, because you can't plug a flat screen TV up in water. I mean, that's just common sense right there. But the thing is that some was looking for food and stuff like that, to keep them alive. And when they was keeping alive, at the same time, they was either like handcuffed, beaten down, dragged, gunned down. White people going there, hey, it's all part of survival. They looking for food, sort of like that, etc. But I would say this though, black people was after the Katrina thing. Black people was getting gunned down, getting killed, getting shot for nothing. And to me, that's another thing. What kind of touched me is that when black people were separated, when they went to Houston, Texas, they went to Arkansas, they went to Utah, they came to Phoenix, and everywhere else in Dallas, Texas. Next thing you know, that instead of giving black people jobs out there to help rebuild something that, you know, that was theirs, that, you know, what they lived and they grew up off of, they had sit there and hire illegal immigrants, Mexicans, to work doing construction, while, you know, black men's, healthy black men's that looking to rebuild, to, you know, go back into their homes. They sitting out there watching these immigrants getting paid, doing all this stuff, you know, while they just sitting out there. But let me tell you something like this, because it's a catch-22. The whole fucking plan was when they did that, because everybody knew that New Orleans was a black city. Even though they had certain tiny whites out there, but it was black city with black people, Creoles, Haitians. When that shit happened right then, they did that to move all those black peoples out of New Orleans to move white people up in there. Because if you notice, they was like building new homes and all and shit like that. And that's why I was trying to tell Harvey that if you notice one thing, man, brother, everywhere you go, especially everywhere, not everywhere you go, but in certain black communities, if you notice one thing is that whites are slowly but surely trying to like sneak and trying to move into the black community. You know what I mean? If you notice that they like tearing certain shit down, all of a sudden they building like more espresso coffee joints, book joints, and all this goddamn shit. Nowadays, you can see a white person walk their dog and shit like that, and you know, now you see them walking dogs in the community. Back then, you couldn't pay a white motherfucker, a white man, a white woman to walk they fucking dog, especially at nighttime, and once it getting close to dark, when it get around about like 6 or 7. So now they slowly but surely trying to like move white people into the black community, just like the same thing they did Hurricane Katrina. Just open your eyes, brother, and just, I'm telling not just Harvey, I'm telling everybody, just look around, because they doing that. They trying to move white people into our community now, in our neighborhoods, and they trying to like move us out. You know what I mean? They trying to like put us out the mix. You know what I mean? So, and what they do is that, especially the first target they hit the black elderly. Because, you know, black elderly and poor people don't have money like that. So they like knock on the door. Hey, look, you know, we interested in this place right here. We'll offer you so and so and so. And you know, that type of money like that, black people really can't resist something like that. So they take the money. Some of them do take the money and they go on back south. But you got to understand one thing too. Once you go back south, it's hard living out there too. So when you come back, you lost every goddamn thing. Next thing you know, white people's moved in your neighborhood. You got white people every fucking where now. That's what they trying to do. And I think it's sad. Because why would you try to like put somebody out their home that they, you know, that they invested in, they watch their kids grow up in, they watch their grandkids grow up, they watch their great-great-grandkids grow up. And not just that, the young people that live in there, is that they live in this neighborhood. You know what I mean? They went to school in this neighborhood. They did everything in this neighborhood. Not just cooling them around, but I'm just saying that they, you know, they been here. And that's all they know. But all of a sudden, they want to move them out somewhere that they don't even know. And, yeah, you're right. And that's all they talk about, what they went through. But what we went through is garbage, it's propaganda. They don't want to listen to it, you know. The fuck what you talking about? We talking about these Jewish people and the Holocaust. We talking about the Japanese and the Hiroshima and all that. What you talking about ain't nothing. Oh, Vietnam War? They don't care about they don't even care about the fucking Vietnam War, because they know they send a lot of black men out there. They know a black man at that time, like in the 60s and the 70s, they was looking for a way out. They was looking. I'm gonna get on back to part 2 on this. So y'all just hold.